Hello, welcome back to my channel. Recently, Erling Haaland signed an extension for the Man City. So, what better way, I ask you, to celebrate than to watch an Erling Haaland miss compilation? So, let's get started here. This is gonna be peak. This is gonna be peak content over here. It's only 3 minutes long, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be good, but let's hope for a decent compilation here. I haven't watched this yet. I just decided to pick this one here.
Into the gap. Haaland, can he score?
There's commentary on it, so there might be areas of this video that gets muted out by YouTube if there's commentary on it, but yeah. That first miss, in fact I can mute this, can't I? Yeah. That first miss, I mean, calling that a big chance is a bit of a stretch. You expect him to score that, but it's a tight angle. He's got to chip the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper comes out very well. So calling that a big chance is a bit of a stretch. That's all. I mean, it's not a big chance, is it? The ball goes over the striker's head. Like that's not a miss. The cross was not good enough. That's not even Haaland. Oh, did Haaland get a touch on that? I guess he did. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. He got it on target. Ball came in a bit behind him. He got it on target. Was taken off the line. Bad luck on Haaland. I mean, so far here, I mean, that last one I expect him to score. There's a few chances in here, like this. He gets it on target. He does well. The ball came in a bit behind him. He does well to get it on target. But it's cleared off the line. That's just bad luck on Haaland. I mean, again, the ball comes in behind him. And as a striker, by the way, and everyone who has played as a striker will agree with this. When a ball comes in behind you, you just let the ball go. And at the end of the season, there was a chance against West Ham that sums it up perfectly, and I reckon it will be at the end of this video here. Sometimes when that ball comes in behind you as a striker, you let it go and you shout at your teammate, cross it better. Erling Haaland doesn't do that. He goes for all these chances where the ball comes in behind him, where the cross is bad, where it's too high. So those end up being chances missed, but if you actually look at it, like it brings his conversion rate down, so you think, oh, he's not clinical. But that's wrong, because you actually look at it, he is scoring chances that other strikers don't even take the shots. Because other strikers don't want to take shots they're gonna miss. They just get angry and blame their teammates. Erling Haaland doesn't do that, which is why he gets a lot of blame for a lot of stuff that isn't his fault, and for stuff that is even good on him. He gets a lot more shots off than other strikers in the same scenarios. Like, this is just a decent header. The cross wasn't great. Like, hate for the header. Like, if you're gonna have a ball where it dips down, it's gonna be difficult to put power on that when you're being surrounded by two defenders. I feel like calling these big chances is just wrong. Maybe from a world-class striker, sure, I expect him to head this towards the far post and get a brilliant header off and score it, but this is a dropping ball. It's not got a lot of pace on it, so you've got to put the pace on it yourself. This is very not generous, I suppose, to Haaland to call this a big chance. Yeah, that I expect him to score. Ball came into him perfectly. Goalkeeper was well positioned, to be fair, but that is something I do expect him to score. Yeah, that's just a poor header. Did he just miss? What game is this? Is this like against? Who is this against? I don't remember this. It's in Champions League. I actually do not remember this game. Is that Red Star Belgrade? That's a terrible miss. Yeah, that's just a really good save. That is just a really good save by the goalkeeper there. Coming out to get that is really well done by the goalkeeper. Like he shouldn't have spilled the ball, of course, but you see how he jumps for that? That's a great save. He read Haaland perfectly. I mean, headed by the far post, yeah, but like this is the thing where I feel like people have just never played football. Like look at this ball. Look at this ball that he's getting headed on. Look at how high he has to fucking jump to get to that ball. Most strikers don't get to that ball. So is it a big chance because Erling Haaland jumped high enough to get there? I don't know. The headed, okay, you can argue. He should put this headed on the far post. Okay, sure, but again, there wasn't enough space on that. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. There wasn't enough space on that cross either. Like, I feel like a lot of Man City crosses are just poorly crossed. Because you can see Haaland is trying to head this down, bullet headed, into the bottom corner where the goalkeeper came from. But if there's not enough space on a ball, you can't really do that. Yeah, that's just a bad miss. That's also a bad miss. Did that count as a big chance? Like, I mean, this is ridiculous. How is that a big chance? He's having to do acrobatics to even get to that ball. He had to go fully stretched there. Maybe you expect him to score that. Good goalkeeping there as well. That was also really good goalkeeping on Nana. He had a good game for once. Like, this is a chance where you can lift it over the goalkeeper. That is something you do expect Haaland to score. That is a big chance missed. Oh, that's terrible. Tapping against young boys. Hit the side netting there. I mean, that's just a good save by the goalkeeper. Should put that in the bottom corner probably, but that's just a good save by the goalkeeper. Guys, do not take the piss. This is not a big chance. This is not a big chance. Look at this. Defender is perfectly in place to stop that. Goalkeeper is perfectly in place to pick up what the defender can't block. The only way for Erling Haaland to score is to go between the defender's legs. And the defender knows that and closes his legs. What was this? I wasn't paying attention to that one. Yeah, that's a bad shot. Ooh, that was... Oh yeah, that was against Spurs. He did score twice in that game, to be fair, but that is bad. Oh yeah, I remember this one as well. I mean, this is just really good defending. He's forced out wide, he's forced to take a shot from a tight angle. Aguero might have scored that, but there's a lot of goals Aguero doesn't score that Haaland does. Oh, that headed was Porto. Should have put more power onto that and go to the far post, I think. Yeah, this is when he just came back from injury, isn't it? Against Brentford. He missed a few chances against Brentford. Could have been better the entire game. I mean, that is not a big chance. Do these people, Mr. Rix47, have you ever played football? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this ball. It's way too close to Haaland. Like, that is just bad service. Most strikers, yeah, you know what they do? They run past the ball, they say, it's behind me. It's not a big chance miss because Erling Haaland decides to have a go at a bad pass. Like, so many people just fail to understand, yeah? Just because the striker gets his foot on a ball doesn't mean it was a good pass. Erling Haaland takes a lot of shots from passes that are just bad passes. That most strikers set goal. Terrible header that. That's bad as well on his weak foot, but no excuses. Okay, you gotta let that go. Foden scored the rebound, so should have let that one go. Yeah, this is against who is it? Luton Town. Yeah, he was trying to generate power on that header, it didn't quite come off. Terrible miss that. Ball came into him perfectly, he jumped for it, which he didn't really have to do. Could have just guided it in with his body. Didn't need to have any power on that shot. Like, if we go back here, yeah? If we go back here, ignore this header for now. So, you can literally just walk into this ball and it will go into the net. Empty net. There is no reason to jump for that. He could have just pushed that ball in with his belly if he wanted to. So jumping for that is weird. That will miss that. Didn't even take the shot in that one. Oh yeah, this was a board 1-on-1. Good goalkeeping though. I mean, when you see crosses like that, yeah, from Bernardo Silva, and you compare them to what Savinho has put on a plate for Haaland, like not this cross, that was a good cross, but you compare this cross to what Savinho has put on a plate for him, and you can really tell the difference between a good cross and a bad cross, can't you? Look at this ball. This ball is moving at a snail's pace. Erling Haaland has to generate all the power himself, so he's got to direct it to a specific direction, and he's got to put power on it. When you have a cross, if it's a slow cross, but you've got empty net ahead of you, easy as day. But if it's a slow cross, you've got to generate the power yourself, and you have to aim. As a striker, I would just let those go. Like, as a striker, yeah, I let them go. I haven't touched a ball in 3 years, but that's what I used to do. Because otherwise, the coach will be on me saying, mate, you've got to score those. But if you let them go, the coach is like, you've got to cross better to the striker. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are at. They don't know the difference between a striker getting to a bad cross and a striker just getting a good cross and missing it. Oh yeah, this was a horrid attempt. Haaland has some horrid attempts on his right foot, doesn't he? Like, what is this? I'm guessing he was trying to put it in the roof of the net. I'm not really sure where he was going with that. That's just a bad shot. Yeah, this is the chance I was talking about, I think. No, it isn't. It's a definite chance. Maybe it goes on. No. Ah, yeah, the chance I was talking about near the start of the video, which I guess it's not gonna show, was a chance that the ball came in behind Haaland. It was on the title, game last season, and the ball just came way behind him from Doku, and he missed that, and a lot of people were on Haaland about it, and I was like, brother, most strikers don't even make an attempt for that. They just run past it, say, bad pass, your fault, and then it's on the winger. So I feel like a lot of these chances, sure, a lot of bad misses are in those. Most of them during the period when Haaland just came back from injury. Surprise, when you rush a player back from injury, they perform poorly. Which is why we got Omar Marmoush. Bismillah, we finally have a striker. So that Haaland doesn't need to play on injuries anymore. But besides that, a lot of these chances here were just poor passes into Haaland. That Haaland did some acrobatics to get to, shot a ball that most strikers let go, or stuff like that. that I don't think is a big chance. This is the problem with conversion rate statistics. They are not made by people who watch football. As someone who goes to university, if you actually look at the people who make these statistics, because these statistics are made in universities for university projects, who do you think is making these stats? Do you think it's football fans? No. No. No, 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 no. Football fans are not actively making football statistics. Because football fans are just watching the sport. So, sure, some statistics, like XG. XG is a very good example of a statistic made by a football fan. But a lot of statistics, yeah, are not made by football fans. They're made by people who are trying to do a university project and just bullshit something out to get a diploma. That is why I don't use statistics. The only statistics I use for strikers are goals and assists. GA. I want to know how much GA does a striker get. And strikers are the only position I use statistics for. I don't use statistics for midfielders, for defenders, only for attackers. Like, I want to know how much output can I get from an attacker, and then I'll rely on the eye test second, right? So I feel like a lot of these big chances they're not big chances. Go look at the goal against, who is it, Sparta Praha? Correct me if I'm mistaken, Sparta Praha this season, where Haaland was like I don't know what you call it, a backheel bicycle kick, some insane goal. That is an insane goal Erling Haaland scores. Because he goes for the ball, where most strikers are like, what am I supposed to do? And that is the one goal in 10 he scores from those bad crosses. Which is one goal more than strikers who don't go for those balls. So let's say you get 30 crosses like that every season, which are just shit. 3 of them, Haaland is gonna score, when other strikers will not have scored those chances. So that is 3 goals more that Haaland scores. Oh, he missed 27 shots more. No. The other strikers missed 3 shots more, because they didn't even take them. And I feel like that's the aspect that a lot of people just miss. I don't know. You maybe have not played football, or maybe you have when you were younger and didn't really think about it like that, but if you've played football when you were like in your teenage years or like getting older and you were in a proper club doing tactical stuff, I don't know how to explain, you get the point, right? You would understand these things, and I feel like a lot of people just don't. Maybe it's just internet culture, maybe it's just that. But anyhow, that is it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Haaland for signing an extension. This was all in good fun. Obviously some bad misses in there, but mostly, this might not have been a good maybe this is just a bad compilation. Maybe that's the problem. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Help the channel get to 1,000 by the end of the season. Would help out a ton. And I'll see you guys on the next one.